Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online, please confirm to me, guys. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Please check it, guys. All of you know. Right. చూసి నా పెట్టి అమ్మటే పెట్టి నాకు అనిపించింది. Right. Good morning, guys. Right, sir. And parallelly, I'm taking these classes in both online and offline. Okay, it's going on good. But for my offline students are they are coming to this location and they're watching, they are observing this total environment. They are not having any doubt on it. But online students are still having doubt today. Yesterday, okay, some people are having doubt whether it is a live class or a pre-recorded video. They're asking to me. Then I clarified that, but they satisfied with that. It's okay. Then that person understood that today class is okay, live class only. And today one more person, and she asked to me, she has a doubt. Sir, can you please say good morning now immediately? Can you please say good morning today immediately? Right now, say good morning. She's sending that message to me online. So what her intention in her mind? No, it is live or not, responding or not. So they're having doubts still. Good year. Anyway, once again I'm telling good morning. Right, sir. See, and these introduction classes are going on online, offline, in Facebook Live, in YouTube Live also. All in 3 channels that class is going on at introduction. Then once the one point at particular point, all the classes are going to be stopped. That means only offline and online, both the classes are going to be happen. Okay. And uh, some of you are coming to me regularly. They ask to me, sir, in the next 2 days, I want to come to the classes regularly. That means directly. Offline classes are not possible for me. I want to go for my hometown. Can you please give online classes up to 2 days of time? Anyway, starting point still the private link is not available. Still it is going on with the public link only. In the next maybe 3 to 4 days of time, the same public link is going on. If any of you are having such kind of situation, outside, no? Okay. No, no, I think so in outside. Huh? Temple, I think so. Newly one temple is constructing. It's okay, guys. So if any situations are like that, then better to utilize that opportunity also. Not required to take permission. Already that link is a public link only. If you open any Durgasoft channel, website or something else, there we can identify the link. There we can utilize it up to next 3 to 4 days of time. Maximum maybe Monday onwards. That link is private link only. But before that, it is possible we can utilize that. Okay. And one more thing I'm telling there, next Friday, coming Friday, I'm planning to start another new core Java batch. If any of your friends wants to come for that, just let them to come for demo class. Let them to come for demo class there on 5th morning, 7 o'clock. 7 a.m. I'm planning to take that session. Don't worry for that. Anyway, leave it. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll not get any problem there. Now let's come into the content, guys. Then what we completed there? What we completed there? Yeah. Capital A. 65 is a capital A. 66 is capital B. Equivalent English letters. ASCII values. Okay. ASCII values are representing A to Z. Yeah. Capital A will start from 65. Small a again, some other numbers are available. Lowercase letters. 97. I think so. Yeah. Okay. Right, guys. Now let's understand this content here. What we completed there. So I think we are discussing about what. Yes. Any doubt? All right, guys. Observe this clearly. Then we are discussing about Java programming format. We are discussing there. In a Java programming format, what exactly the sections are available, guys? Now tell me in Java programming format. Overall, how many sections are existed there? Now tell me. 5 sections are available. What are the 5 sections here? Comment section, package section, import section, classes or interfaces section, main class section. These are the 5 sections are available. That's okay, fine. Next one is comment section. We started there. In Java programming, before starting to write our application code, it is convention to specify some details about our code, where the details are including author name and a start date of this particular implementation, expected date to complete, and client details and project details, and all the things here. All the things here we have to specify clearly. Right, sir, that's okay, fine. To specify all these things here, we are going to use like what? No, comment section. In comment section, we are going to use like what? No, comments here we are able to use. How many types of comments are available in Java? 3 types of comments are existed. What are the 3 types of comments here? Single line comment, multi-line comment, or a documentation comment. Okay, fine. In single line comment, what we are getting there, it allows a description in only one line. Okay, multi-line comment allows the description in multiple lines. Documentation comment allows a description in more than one page. And moreover, in general, we will use documentation comment to prepare API documentations. What is this API documentation actually? API document is a document. It may be a text file, or it may be a Word file document, or it may be an HTML file, or it may be a PDF file. It will provide the complete description about our programming elements which we are using in our program there. Here, what are the programming elements actually? Classes, interfaces, abstract classes, variables, methods. All these details are nothing but what now? API documentation. Preparing API documentation by using documentation comments manually is taking a lot of time. It is not suggestible. To simplify API documentation preparation, Java has provided an internal command. What is that internal command, guys? Java doc. How to use this Java doc actually? Java doc space file name dot Java. Java doc space file name dot Java. Next one is, note is what? Java doc tool is able to provide the complete API documentation in the form of HTML files. Okay, fine. Next one is, out of all 3 types of comments, only which type of comments are allowed in the API documentation? Out of 3 types of comments, no, which comments are allowed inside the API documentation? Documentation commented data. Documentation commented data will be allowed inside the API documentation. Observe carefully. All right, guys. Then after that, I shown how to prepare API documentation. How to prepare API documentation manually by using Java doc tool for our user defined library, for our user defined classes. That information here we provided. Am I right or not? How to prepare API documentation for our user defined classes that we understood clearly. Observe carefully. That's okay, guys. Already shown that program also how to use that, and documentation commented data is also be included inside the API documentation. Up to that part we understood. Is it clear up to now? All of you are getting clarity on this up to now? No response, guys. Right. Observe carefully. I'll give one point. Try to understand it. No. To provide description in Java programs. To provide description in Java programs, Java has provided in a new feature. Java has provided a new feature in JDK 1.5 version. Come on, what I'm telling to you, to provide description in to provide description in to provide description in Java applications. JDK 1.5 version has provided a new feature, a new feature called as a separate name is available. That name is what? No, annotations. Called as what? Annotations. You have to answer for my question clearly. To provide some description in Java applications, Java has given a new feature. What was that new feature that Java has given there? That new feature name is what? No, annotations. Annotations are available to provide some description about our Java programming. That's okay, good. Then immediately we are getting one question, guys. We have a question immediately. What was that question here? We are getting there directly. That question would be, that question would be, observe carefully. What is my question here? Observe carefully. In Java applications, to provide description, in Java applications to provide description, we have already comments. Am I right or not? To provide a description Java applications, we have already what? Comments. Already we have comments. Then what is the requirement to use annotations? Already we have comments there. Already we have comments. Then what is the requirement? What is the requirement to use comments? What is the requirement to go for comments? This is a question here. In Java applications to provide description, we have already comments. Then what is the requirement to use annotations? Why we need to go for annotations? No. Guys, observe carefully what I am telling to all of you. Indirectly, what I am asking there, what is the difference between comments and annotations? Comments and annotations. What is the requirement? That information I am talking now. Please recognize this point, all of you. Annotations is again a separate topic for us. There I will discuss total annotations point. But here my requirement is what? What is the alternative for comments? What is there in the new technologies of the Java instead of comments? To introduce that point only, I'm talking about like what? No, comments. I'm talking about annotations. Otherwise, I'm not having any intention to talk about. I'm not having any intention to talk about annotations at present. But I need to introduce that annotations. At least we are going to understand. Instead of using comments, we have to go for like what? No, annotations. Because of that reason only, we have to go for like what? No, annotations part clearly. Yes, sir, got it or not? Okay, fine. Now let us observe this clearly. I want to give I want to give some one diagram also. I want to open, guys. Now try to observe this diagram clearly. Right, for example, yeah, this diagram. I think we have seen this diagram previously. Already I explained something about this diagram. Am I right? Right, sir. Observe carefully. Initially, what we are having there, .c file, .c or .java. Okay, .java file. Okay, observe carefully. When we compile .java file, what files here we are getting there? .class files we are getting. Okay, fine. Whenever we are getting .class files and when we are executing the .class file, we are getting some output. Now, elaborate this compilation actually. Inside the compilation, how many phases are available? Actually, 4 phases are available in C and C++. But in Java, how many phases are available? 3 phases now. What are the 3 phases here? Compiler, assembler, loader, link editor. These 3 phases are existed now. Next one is compiler. If you observe this compiler actually, compiler, how many phases are available here? Overall 6 phases are available. What are the 6 phases in compiler? Lexical analysis, syntax analysis, semantic analysis, intermediate code generation, code optimization, and code generation. Overall, these many phases are exist or not? Totally, how many phases are available here? No, 6 number of phases are existed. Okay, guys, right, observe this clearly. Whenever we are getting 6 number of phases now, here I required lexical analysis phase. Which phase I required here? No, lexical analysis phase I required. Everybody understand this point. Here I need only lexical analysis phase, not any other one. Just it is like what? No, lexical analysis phase. Observe carefully. lexical analysis phase. All right, sir. We have written a Java program. When I start compilation, automatically compiler will take the responsibility of this compilation as the first one. Inside this compiler also, who is taking responsibility to perform its activity? Lexical analyzer. A lexical analyzer is the first phase. Inside the compiler, it will start its work. What exactly the work of lexical analysis phase? What exactly the work of lexical analysis phase? Answer is very clear. Lexical analysis phase will read the total Java program, will store the total Java program into a buffer. First, lexical analysis phase will read Java program. It will keep the total Java program into a buffer. That is called as a buffering. That part is called as what now? Buffering. Observe carefully. Okay. After reading the total program into buffer, what lexical analysis phase will do now? Lexical analysis phase will divide the total program into number of pieces. The total program will be divided into number of pieces. The total program will be divided into number of pieces, where each and every piece is called as a token. Finally, stream of tokens will be generated. Finally, stream of tokens will be generated. So what is the job of the lexical analysis phase? No, only two things. One is what? Buffering. Second one is what? Tokenization. One is what? Buffering. Second one is what? Tokenization. What is buffering actually? Reading the total Java program into a buffer. That is called as what? Buffering. Then after buffering, dividing the total program into number of pieces, where each and every piece is called as a token. Finally, a set of tokens will be generated. Yes, sir. All of you get my point or not? Are you comfortable now? Think some sounds and all the things are okay. Today, somewhat, not saying disturbance, no, but something is going on. Try to put more concentration. Your concentration is important. Okay. Now tell me, what is the job of the lexical analysis phase now? Job of the lexical analysis phase is two things. One is what? Buffering. Another one is what? Tokenization. Reading the total Java program into a buffer. Buffering. Dividing the total program into number of pieces, where each and every piece is called as a token. The collection of tokens is nothing but a stream of tokens. That is the job of the lexical analysis. Clear or not? Listen carefully. Our required point is what? I'm preparing a Java program. Inside my Java program, if I provide any description by using comments, then lexical analyzer will remove this comment and its description while performing tokenization. While performing tokenization, lexical analysis phase will remove that comment and its description. Yes, sir. Got my point or not? Lexical analysis phase will remove comment and its description while performing tokenization. So, if we provide comments and its description, then the comments and description are available in Java program up to .java file or not. They will not be available in .class file. Why? Because inside the compilation, lexical analysis phase is removing the comments and its description. So the comments and its description is not available to the .class file and up to runtime of our application. This comments and its description is available up to .java file of our program. Got my point or not? So if I provide comments and its description, they will be available with the Java program up to .java file. They will not be available to .class file. They will not be available to runtime of our application. But my requirement is what? My requirement is I want to bring comments and its description or metadata up to .java file, up to .class file, and up to runtime of my application. Up to .java file, up to .class file, and up to runtime of my application. I want to bring the provided description. If you want to bring the provided description up to .java file, up to .class file, and up to runtime of our application, there comments are not sufficient, comments are not suitable, not sufficient. There we have to go for what? Annotations. There we have to use what? Annotations. Yes, all of you are getting my point or not? What is the slightly the very first difference I have given there? Only the difference what I have given. If you provide comments and its description in a Java program, they will come along with the Java program up to .java file only. They will not come to the .class file. They will not come to the runtime. Why? Because in the compilation process, lexical analyzer will delete the comments and its description from Java program. They will not be included in the .class file and at runtime of our application. But to bring our description up to .java file, up to .class file, and up to runtime of our application, there we have to go for what? We have to go for annotations. That is a requirement here we have to understand. You may ask one question to me. Okay, sir, we understood. Annotations are available up to the end of our program, up to runtime of our program. Okay. But what is the requirement to bring a description up to runtime of our program? What is the requirement to bring our description up to runtime of our program? That's my question here. Answer is, to simplify debugging process, I need to bring description up to runtime. To simplify my testing process over my program, I have to bring some description up to runtime. If it is my server-side program, I have to bring some metadata about my application up to runtime. If it is a database related application, I need to bring some data up to runtime of my application. So these many requirements are available to bring our description up to runtime of our application. So to bring our description up to runtime of our application, comments are not sufficient. There we have to go for like what now? Annotations only. Now tell me guys, which one is the more powerful now? Comments or annotations? Annotations are comments. Annotations are more powerful or not? Observe carefully. Now let me go some information about it here. Observe carefully. All right, sir. Answer for this question is, if we if we if we provide description by using comments in a Java applications, then lexical analyzer will remove the provided comments and its description from Java application as part of compilation. So comments and its description is available up to .java file, not available to .class files, and up to runtime of our application. If we provide description by using comments in a Java applications, then lexical analyzer will remove the provided comments and its description from Java application as part of compilation. So comments and its description is available up to .java file, not available to .class files, and up to runtime of our Java applications. Runtime of our Java applications. Right? Next one, sir. After that, after understanding this particular point, then what next one here? Next one is what? In Java applications, we have to bring description. In Java applications, we have to bring description up to runtime. We have to bring description up to runtime in order to simplify debugging, testing, and so on. Debugging, comma, testing, and so on. Okay. In Java applications, we have to bring description up to runtime in order to simplify debugging, comma, testing. Next one is to bring description up to runtime. To bring description up to runtime. To bring description up to runtime. Yes. To bring description up to runtime, we have to use annotations instead of comments. Annotations we have to use instead of what? Comments. Right, sir. One more point I'm telling there. Comments in the sense we can understand double quotation, two slashes, or some symbols are given. Single line comment or multi-line commenter, like a documentation comment. That's okay. But how we are able to recognize annotations? No, we have some specific syntaxes. For example, at the rate, annotation name, and parentheses. Some members here we are able to provide. This is physically the syntax of like what now? Annotations. Don't worry, I will discuss these syntaxes and everything in annotations topic separately. But as of now, I have to give clarity on only what is the requirement to go for annotations. What is the requirement to go for annotations only? We are understanding, not more than that. Up to this information only. Observe carefully. Right, so then what next one here we have to understand after completion of this annotations part, immediately we are having another question. Immediately we are having another question. What about this question, guys? Observe carefully. Yes, sir. All of you are okay with this? I will give one more question. What about this question? No. In Java applications, to bring description at runtime, to bring description at runtime, we have already, to bring description at runtime, we have already XML documents. We already XML documents. Then what is the requirement to use annotations? In Java applications, to bring a description at runtime, we have already XML documents. Then what is the requirement to use annotations? This question will come there. That means indirectly what I am asking there, what exactly the difference between XML documents and annotations? Directly we are understanding what is the difference between XML documents and annotations. This question here we are able to get. Right, sir. Understand it clearly? Shall we go for answer for this question? Right, sir. In Java applications, to bring a description at runtime, we have already XML documents. Then what is the requirement to use annotations? Answer is very clear. Answer is very clear. Understand this. Ah. Complete it. Okay. All right, sir. Now, all of you know answer for my question. XML is a part of the Java or XML is outside of the Java? XML technology is a part of the Java or is outside of the Java? Definitely it is not. It is not a Java related programming language. It is not Java related. It's outside of the Java only. So if it is outside of the Java, definitely developers must learn this technology separately or not. If it is a part of the Java, then I can understand automatically as a Java developer. If it is not the part of Java, so I have to learn this technology separately or not. So developers must put some separate effort to learn this technology or not. It is a burdenful thing for the developers. Point number one. It is what no burden for the developers. Listen carefully. Next point number two. Suppose we are using XML document. We are using XML document to provide data at runtime of our application. Then what we have to do, whenever we are using XML document, every time before reading the data from XML document to Java at runtime, every time we have to check whether this XML document is in well-formed format or not. That XML document is having that total format is in well-formed format or not. Some rules and regulations are available for XML documents to check whether it is well-formed format or not. Rule number 1, that XML tags must have only one root tag, not more than one root tag. Root tag should be only one. One parent should be available, not more than one parent. That is point number 1. Point number 2, for every open tag, there should be a closed tag. If I open the tag, then there should be a closed tag. Like this, a set of rules and regulations are available to check whether XML document is well-formed formatted document or not. So anyway, our responsibility is what? Every time we have to check whether the XML document is in a well-formed format or not. Every time we have to check whether this XML document is in a well-formed format or not. Observe carefully. Every time we have to check whether this XML document is in well-formed format or not. Again, it is a burden to the developer. Okay, fine. Next one is, if we want to use XML documents for our applications now, first we have to prepare XML document where we have to keep the data. Then in the Java program, we will write the code to read data from XML to use the data for our requirement at runtime. This is a scenario. First of all, we have to write one XML document. We have to save that XML document at a proper location. Then we have to read data from XML document. We will use the data for our requirement. This is going on. So here the problem is what? Every time we have to check whether that XML document is available at a proper locations or not. Every time we have to check whether that XML documents are utilized in, that means provided in a proper location or not. If that XML document is not in proper location, there we are able to get an exception like what there. That exception would be like what there. What is that exception there? File not found exception we are able to get. So what we have to do, every time we have to check whether that XML document is available at a proper locations or not. If it is not at a proper location, there we are able to get an exception like file not found exception. This is again burden to the developer. Next one, apart from this, another point here. Every time we have to, okay, for example, XML document is available. We have to read the data to the Java program or not. We have to read the data from Java. We have to read data to the Java program or not. To read data from XML document to Java program, we are going to use parsing mechanisms. What we are going to use there? No, parsing mechanisms. Number of parsing mechanisms are available. So every time what we have to check, every time we have to check whether we are using right parsing mechanism or not to read data from XML document. Whether we are using right parsing mechanism or not to read data from XML document. Again, this is also a burden for the developer to check every time whether we are using right parsing mechanism or not. So to overcome all these problems, we have to go for an alternative. That alternative is what? What is that alternative actually? Annotations. Why? Because annotations is a Java feature. If it is a Java feature, every developer will understand annotations by default, not required to learn separately these annotations now. Moreover, every time we are not going to check whether the files are available at the right locations or not. Every time we are not going to check whether the file is the right file or not. Every time we don't require these are parsing mechanisms to read data from XML documents. All these buttons will be removed for the developer. When these buttons are not available, it is very simple to use annotations in our Java applications. So because of that reason only, annotations are more demanded when compared with what now? XML documents. In the previous application development, XML documents are well used, but at present application development, instead of XML documents, everybody is using what? Annotations clearly. So because of that reason, annotations are becoming as best alternatives for what? XML documents. Sir, all of you are following my points or not? Tell me, I'm asking one question to all of you now. Try to answer for my question. No? What is the requirement to go for annotations over XML documents? What are the reasons? What is the first reason? Now tell me. What is the first reason to go for annotations over XML documents? What is that first reason, guys? Now tell me. Point is XML. That means we must learn. We must learn XML explicitly. We must learn XML explicitly. Why? Because it's not the part of Java. We must learn XML separately. This is point number one. Okay. Then what about this point number two here? Every time we have to check whether that XML document is in well-formed format or not. All right. So the point is what? Every time we have to check. Every time we have to check. Every time we have to check whether the XML document is in well-formed format or not. Every time we have to check whether this XML document is in well-formed format or not. Every time we have to check whether this XML document is in well-formed format or not. Then what next one get? Then after that, another thing is what now? Every time we have to check. Every time we have to check whether the XML document is in well-formed format or not. Every time we have to check whether the XML document is in well-formed format or not. No, okay. Every time we have to check whether the XML document is in what that one now tell me? Right locations or not. Right, sir. Every time we have to check whether the XML documents are in XML document is in right location or not. If it is not right location, then what we are able to get? File not found exception we are able to get. That's a problem here. Then what next one, sir? Then after that, after completion of this, what is the next point here now? Every time we have to check whether we are using right parsing mechanism or not. Right parsing mechanism or not to read data from XML document. Every time we have to check whether we are using right parsing mechanism or not to read XML document. Okay. To overcome the above problems, we have to use a Java alternative, that is annotations. But how to declare annotations? How to declare annotations and how to define annotations? We will discuss these points in annotations topic. Not mandatory immediately, not required. How to declare annotations and how to access these annotations, we will understand in the annotations topic. But immediately we have to understand what is the requirement to go for annotations over the comments and over the XML documents. That's the point here I'm telling there. Once again, I'm checking there. What is the requirement to go for annotations over this XML documents? If you observe this point here, answer is very clear. We have to learn XML technology separately. Every time we have to check whether the XML document is in well-formed format or not. Every time we have to check whether that XML document is in right location or not. Every time we have to check whether we are using right parsing mechanism or not to read data from XML document. To overcome the above problems, we have to use a Java alternative. That is what? Annotations. That is what? Annotations. Okay, sir. Now here I can give this information also. Another note also here I can give there. Listen carefully. What is the note here I'm telling to you? Note will be, because of these reasons only, we are able to use annotations as an alternative for XML documents in Java J2EE applications. Because of all these reasons only, we are able to use annotations as an alternatives for what? Their XML documents. Right, sir. In Java J2EE applications, we are able to use annotations. We are able to use annotations as an alternative for XML documents. In Java J2EE applications, we are able to use annotations as an alternative for XML documents. Okay, if you understand this point, I have a question. Complete it. If you understand this particular point, I have a question. Okay, what is my question now? Okay, sir, we understood clearly. Annotations are good over the comments. Annotations are good over the XML documents. XML documents are older. Annotations are newer. That I understood. Annotations are giving more advantage than XML documents. That's okay. But now tell me, which technologies are supporting XML documents and which technologies are supporting annotations? Give some clarity over it. Which technologies are using XML documents and which technologies are using annotations, and give some information about this particular point. So I will give a list of technologies which are using XML and a list of technologies which are used by annotations. Now let's observe this clearly. XML based technologies and annotation based technologies. Annotation based technologies. Right. So the first one is up to JDK 1.4 version. Up to JDK 1.4 version, which one is used there? No, XML documents are used. From JDK 1.5 version, which version is existed here? From 1.5 version onwards, annotations are utilized. Observe carefully. Next one is after that, the second one is right JDBC 3.0. In one or two situations, XML only we are able to use. Right from JDBC 4.0 version onwards, annotations are used. Third one is servlets 2.4 version, 2.5 version, up to that XML only. Now, in the case of servlets 3.x version, 3.0 version onwards, annotations are used. Fourth one is struts 1.x version is totally like what? No, XML based. Struts 2.x version is totally what they know, annotation based. And fifth one, JSF 1.x version is totally like what the XML based. JSF 2.x version is totally annotation based. Next one is EJB is 2.x version, up to that XML based. Next one is EJB is 3.x version is totally annotation based. Next one is Spring 2.4 version, up to that XML based. Right from Spring 2.5 and Spring 3.x versions are totally annotation based, and so on and so on. So many technologies, and so on and so on. So many technologies. All these things are XML. And if you observe these versions now, I can give one conclusion also. I can give one conclusion also clearly by seeing these versions information. Guys, observe carefully. All of you are getting clarity. Now, I can give one conclusion by seeing all these things. What is my conclusion here? All these conclusions, no. All the older versions are using XML documents, and all the newer versions are using what? Annotations. Simple conclusion. All the older technologies are using XML. All the newer technologies are using like what? No, annotations. Clear or not? Okay. One more point I'm telling there. Note kind of point here. What I'm telling to you. In all the annotation based technologies, in all the annotation based technologies, in all the annotation based technologies, XML documents are optional. XML documents are what? Optional. Still, it is possible to use XML documents as per the requirement. Understood my point, guys? Still, it is possible to use XML documents as per the requirement, even in annotation based technologies. Annotations are available in the sense, it's not the meaning of removing totally XML support. In annotation based technologies, XML support is available. We can use XML documents still. It's not totally removed. It's not totally removed. Still, we can use XML documents as per the requirement. As per the requirement, still we can use like what now? XML documents. But instead of using XML documents, it is suggestible to use what? Annotations. It is suggestible to use what? Annotations. That's it. This is the total scenario here. We can understand clearly. Right, so this is about totally comment section in Java. This is totally about like what now? Comment section in Java. Right, so let's have a small review about this total content here. Comment section. Tell me guys, all of you answer for my questions now. What is the requirement to go for comment section now? Tell me. To provide some description about our program, we have to use what? Comments. Comment section. In comment section, we are going to use comments. How many types of comments are available in Java? 3 types. What are the 3 types of comments now? Single line comment, multi-line comment, and documentation comment. What is single line comment? What is single line comment? Allows the description in a single line. What is multi-line comment? Allows the total description in a more than one line. What is documentation comment? Allows the description more than one page. By using documentation comments, we are able to prepare API documentations or not. Then what is API documentation? It may be a text document, it may be a Word document, or it may be a PDF file, or it may be a HTML file. It will provide the complete description about our programming elements which we have used in our program there. That's okay, fine. Next one is, by using documentation comments, preparing API documentation is a little bit toughest part. So to overcome this problem, Java has given a predefined command to simplify the creation of the API documentation. What is that command that was provided by Java? Java doc. Java doc command was provided by Java to prepare API documentation. Clear or not? Java doc command. Observe this clearly. By using Java doc command, we are able to prepare API documentation in the form of HTML files. Okay, good. Inside this API documentation, which is generated by Java doc command, which comments are included, which commented data will be provided there? 3 types of comments are available: single line comment, multi-line comment, and documentation comment. Out of these 3 types of comments now, which comments data will be included inside the API documentation which is created by Java doc command? Documentation commented data will be included inside the API documentation. That's okay. Up to this part here, we understood that. Then after that, after completion of this, the point is what? To provide a description Java applications, we have already comments. Then what is the requirement to go for annotations now? Anyway, to provide some description Java applications, JDK 1.5 version, which version can know? 1.5 version has provided a new feature. That new feature is what? Annotations. Then immediately we have a question. To provide description Java applications, we have already comments. Then what is the requirement to go for annotations now? Where one reason I given there. What is that reason here? If we provide description by using comments, the description is available to the Java program up to .java file only, not available to .class file and up to runtime of our application. Why? Because if we provide comments and its description Java program, lexical analyzer will remove that comments and its description from a Java program as part of the compilation process. So that comments and its description will not be available to up to .class file and up to runtime of our application. But as per my requirements, like simplifying testing, simplifying debugging, for the sake of server-side programs, for the sake of database-related programs, for the sake of all these, I need to bring my description up to runtime of my application. To bring the description up to runtime of our application, we are unable to use comments as they are going to be removed from Java program in a compilation itself. So we have to go for an alternative. That alternative is what now? Annotations. Then immediately, if you are giving this type of answer, Immediately we have one more question. What about our another question here? In the case of Java, to provide description up to runtime of our applications, already we have XML documents. Already we have XML documents. Then what is the requirement to go for annotations? Here, what is the answer for this question here? No, if we use XML documents for our Java programs to bring a description up to runtime of our application, there we are having some problems. What are the various problems here we are having there? No, first one is like XML is not the part of Java. It is outside of the Java. So as the Java developer, I must learn XML technology separately. That is point number one. Next point is what after that, after completion of this, second point is every time we have to check whether that XML document is in well-formed format or not. Every time I have to check whether that XML file is available at the right locations or not, proper locations or not. Every time I have to check whether we are using right parsing mechanism or not to read data from XML document. This much of burden is available for the developer if we use XML documents. So if you want to overcome all these problems there, we need a Java alternative. That Java alternative was provided by Java in its JDK 1.5 version. That alternative is what? Annotations. Because of this reason only we can conclude that annotations are becoming as alternative, best alternatives for XML documents in Java J2EE applications. After that, which technologies are using XML, which technologies are using annotations? If you observe this point, no, all the older technologies are using XML documents and all the newer technologies are using what? Their annotations. Right, this is the topic what we understood clearly. Yes, sir, got my point or not? Leave this point here. In Java programming format overall, 5 parts are available, guys. What are the 5 parts? Can you tell me? First one is what? Comment section. Next one is what? Package section. Next one is what? Import section. Next one is what? Class or interfaces section. And last one is what? Main class section. Okay. Comment section part is completed. Then what is that next one here? No. Package section. What exactly the meaning of package section? Right, sir. Yes. Right, sir. Anything else? Fine. Now, I'm telling to you clearly. Listen, one simple diagram I want to provide. Try to observe this diagram here. Java is a collection of APIs. Java is what? Is the collection of APIs. What is that API actually? Application Programming Interface. It means that J2SE API, J2EE API, J2ME. Inside this also J2SE, JDBC API, Servlets API, EJBC APIs, and so on. Number of APIs are available. Okay, good. API is nothing but the collection of packages. API is the collection of what? Packages. Right, sir. API is the collection of what? Packages. Package is the collection of classes and interfaces. A package is a collection of what? Classes and interfaces. Okay. What is a class or interface? No, it's a collection of variables and methods. Right, sir. Class or interface is nothing but what? Collection of variables and methods. Java is the combination of APIs. API is the collection of packages. Package is a collection of classes and interfaces. Class or interface is the combination of like what? No, variables and methods. But here my question is, what is a package? Here my question is what? What is a package? Now we are to discuss about packages now. Package declaration statement, package section is available. What exactly the meaning of package that I have to discuss with you? Tell me guys, from this, what is a package now? Collection of classes and interfaces. Am I right or not? It's a collection of classes and interfaces. Just let me write some definition here clearly. Right, sir. Let me provide the definition now. Okay. Right. Observe carefully. Package is the collection of interrelated classes and interfaces as a single unit. That's it. This is a total definition. What is this package actually? Package is the collection of interrelated classes and interfaces as a single unit. This is the meaning of what now? A package. Examples I'm telling to you, number of examples are available. Java.io. Next one is Java.util, and so on and so on and so on. So many examples are existed here. Okay. Package is a collection of interrelated classes and interfaces a single unit. Java.io, Java.util. Sir, I want to get more clarity on this definition. You said to us, package is the collection of interrelated classes and interfaces. Okay. What is the meaning of this interrelated? What is the meaning of this interrelated? I want to know that information there. Right, guys? Answer is very clear. Try to observe carefully. In every program, in every application, in any programming language, in every application, we have to perform some input and output operations or not. In general, every program will take some input data, every program will provide some output data. Am I right or not? Okay, to take input data, to provide output data, that means to perform input and output operations, here we need to use some predefined library. We need some library. We need some a set of classes and interfaces. Good. Java has provided all the set of classes and interfaces in the form of a separate package. That package is what? Java.io package. Java.io is a package which will provide all predefined classes and interfaces as a related classes and interfaces as a single unit. So now tell me the classes and interfaces which we are using in our Java applications to perform input and output operations. All these classes and interfaces are related classes and interfaces or not? All these classes and interfaces are related classes and interfaces or not? So that's why I said to you, package is a collection of interrelated. Each and every class of this Java.io are interrelated. They are interrelated class and interfaces as what? Single unit. Similarly, guys, I think you already aware about data structures. Data structures you aware or not? Like a stack, a queue, then what next one? Linked list, all the data structures now. Right. In Java, all the data structures are represented in the form of some predefined library. That all the predefined library is provided in the form of a separate package. That package is what now? Java.util package. So Java.util package will provide the complete predefined library to represent all the data structures. So the classes and interfaces which are representing predefined library, which are representing data structures, are interrelated or not? All of them are provided in a separate package. That package name is what now? Java.util package. Now tell me, what is a package? The definition is clear cut information or not? Package is the collection of what? Interrelated classes and interfaces as a single unit. Got it or not? Okay. Next one, this is what now definition of the package, guys. Similarly, I want to give advantages of the packages. What are the various advantages of the packages? Number of advantages are available. Just I want to give only names of these advantages now. Why? Because we have a separate topic like packages that I will discuss there in the future. But part of the programming format, I have to give little bit information about packages. That's why I'm talking about these packages now. Okay, what are the various advantages of these packages now? Modularity, modularization. Next one is abstraction. Next one is a security. Next one is a shareability. And last one is reusability. These are the various advantages of these packages now. First one is like modularity or modularization. Next one is abstraction. Next one is what? Security, shareability, and reusability. Right, sir. Overall, how many advantages are available with the packages? No, 5 advantages are available. Don't think too much about all these advantages now. I will explain all these advantages again in the packages topic, but here names only we have to understand. Content of the package is a separate module. A package is representing a separate module. Like modularity, we are able to get. Next one is abstraction, hidingness. Hiding some internal concept is nothing but what? No, abstraction. Security we are able to get. What about the security actually? If I hide something over the package, no, automatically security will come or not? Hiding is nothing but what? No, protecting the content. Protection in the sense what? No, security we are getting there. Next one is what? Shareability. What's the meaning of the shareability actually? Once we define one package, no, that we can share to 100 number of programs at a time. One time if we declare the package, no, that we can share it to 100 number of packages, 100 number of Java programs here. That's called a shareability. Then what about this reusability? One time if we define the package, no, that we will use number of times again and again we can use that. Where reusability here we are getting. So these are the various advantages of like what now packages clearly. Guys, observe carefully. Next one is what? Types of the packages. There are two types of packages actually. What are the two types of packages? No, first one is predefined packages and second one is what? User defined packages. Predefined packages and second one is what? User defined packages. Right, sir. Predefined packages and second one is what? User defined packages. What is this predefined package actually? What is this predefined package? Guys, now tell me, who will provide this predefined package actually? Java programming language. Java must provide these packages now. So these packages are provided by Java programming language. Any examples for predefined packages, guys? Now tell me. All right, as is java.io, then what next one here? And java.util, and whatever the packages we are seeing regularly. Java.sql, all these are like what are predefined packages which are defined by the developers. Which are defined by the Java programming language, not by the developers. Observe carefully. Next one is after that. Next one is what about this user defined package actually? User defined package. User defined packages are defined by whom? User. That means developer. Developer can define some packages as per his requirement. They are nothing but what? No, user defined packages. These packages are defined by the developers as per their application requirements. As per their application requirements. These packages are defined by the developers as per their application requirements. Guys, now tell me, how many types of packages are existed actually? Two types of packages. What are the two types of packages? No, predefined packages, and second one is what? User defined packages. Okay, predefined packages are defined by Java programming language, but user defined packages are defined by the developers as per their application requirements. As per their application requirements. As per their application requirements. That's okay. But here my question is, how it is possible to declare user defined packages? How we are able to declare user defined packages? That's my requirement. Observe carefully. To declare user defined packages, we will use the following syntax. What is the syntax to use to define user defined packages? No, package keyword, package name semicolon, package keyword, package semicolon. Right, sir. What is this definition here? Package space package name. Package space package name. Right, sir. Package space package name. Here, what is this package name actually? Package space package name. That's okay. Then what is package name actually? Package name may be a single name or the combination of the parent package names and child package names with a dot separator. Observe carefully. I will give you an example. So don't worry for that. Where package name may be a single name or the combination of are the combination of parent package name and child package name with a dot separator. Guys, observe carefully. Where package name may be a single name or or the combination of parent package name and child package name with a dot separator. Example I'm telling to you guys. Now try to observe this clearly. Example I'm telling to you. Try to observe carefully. Package P semicolon. Package P semicolon. Next one is package P1 dot P2 dot P3 semicolon. Package P semicolon. Package P1 dot P2 dot P3 semicolon. Package P semicolon. Package P1 dot P2 dot P3. Okay. Now tell me here, what's the meaning of it? No, P is what? No, single name. But what is this P1 dot P2 dot P3, guys? P1 is a parent to P2 child. P2 is again becoming as what? Parent to P3 child. So first one is P1, next one is P2, next one is what? No, P3. Sir, remember one point. Package is not any other one. Package is a folder. That's it. Inside this folder, dot class files we are going to store. Dot class files are representing classes and interfaces only. Got my point or not? Package is what? No, package is a folder. Contains dot class files. These dot class files are representing what? Classes and interfaces. The points are clear or not? Okay. Now here, what I am telling there, I'll show a diagram here. Try to observe this diagram clearly. For example, here we are having packages, right? What are the declarations here I'm telling there? First one is like what? No, package P semicolon, for example. What is this actually? Simply it is a folder. There, its name is what? P. That's it. It's a folder whose name is what? P. But what I'm telling now, I want to be specific like what? Package P1 dot P2 dot P3 semicolon. If I declare a package statement like this, and then what next one here? First of all, a folder will be created, is a big folder whose name is what? P1. Whose name is what? P1. Inside this P1 dot P2, P2 should be as a child for P2. Now here, what we require there now? Tell me P2 package here. Now this is P2. Now inside this P2, then what next one is existed there? P3 is existed here. Now here, inside this P2, there is another package that would be like what? No, P3. P3. P1, P2, P3. So now tell me, P3 is a child package to P2, P2 is a child package to P1. Am I right or not? That's why if you want to refer this package structure in programmatically, P1 dot P2 dot P3. What we are getting there? P1 dot P2 dot P3. That we are getting clearly. Sir, all of you are getting my point or not? Okay, fine. Now this is about the declaration of the packages clearly. Next one is after that. After understanding these packages clearly, what is the meaning of package and after understanding this, I'm asking one question to you now, try to answer for it. What is the syntax we are using to declare packages? Package, package name, package, package name. But here we have a condition, guys. All of you observe carefully. To use this package declaration statements, here we are having some conditions. What are the conditions about this package declaration statements? No? Observe carefully. Condition number one. All of you observe this. If you want to use packages, package declaration statement in Java program, there are some conditions. What exactly the conditions are existed here? Condition number one. Observe carefully. Package declaration statement. Package declaration statement must be the first statement in a Java file. Come on, guys. What is that point here? I'm telling you, package declaration statement must be the first statement. Must be the first statement in Java file. It will not be second statement and it will not be third statement. Sir, got it or not? Okay. Rule number one. Rule number two. What is this rule number two? No. Package names must be unique. Package names. I'm not telling their package content. Inside the package, so many classes and so many interfaces are available. I'm not talking about it. Name of the package I'm telling there. Package name must be unique. Why? Because package in the sense is a folder or not. Folder names must be unique or not. Package names must be unique and folder names must also be unique or not. Okay, here the point is what? Package names must be unique. They must not be shareable and they must not be reusable. They must not be shareable. They must not be reusable. So one package name could not be shared to other packages, no. And one package name should not be reused by other packages, no. So package names must be unique. They will not be. They will not be shareable and they will not be reusable. They are the two conditions here we have to understand. Guys, all of you answer for my question, no. If you want to use packages, what two conditions here we have to follow? First one is package declaration statement what? First statement or Java file or not. And second one is what? Package names must be unique. They must not be shareable and they must not be reusable. Okay. Now here I'm asking one important interview question. Try to answer for this question, guys. Everybody has to give answer for my question. Is it possible to provide is it possible to provide more than one package declaration statement in a single Java file? Is it possible to provide more than one package declaration statement in single Java file? Everybody has to answer for this. Is it possible to provide more than one package declaration statement in single Java file? Tell me, what is your answer here? For example, I'm telling there, my file name is abc.java. My Java file name is what? abc.java. Inside this abc.java, I want to declare package names. Package P1 semicolon, package P2 semicolon, package P3 semicolon. Tell me guys, how many files can I have taken there? How many Java files I have taken here? Only one Java file. Inside this single Java file, how many package statements I declared? How many package statements we declared? Three package statements are declared. Okay. Now tell me, what is this first one here? P1 package is the first one. Am I right or not? Okay. This is the first one. So this is valid. As per the rule, package declaration statement must be first statement, not as the second statement, not as the third statement. So package P1 is the first statement so that it is valid. Then what about the second one here? Valid or invalid? No. Second one is what? Valid or invalid? No. Valid or invalid? Invalid. Why it is invalid, guys? Now tell me. Package statement must be the first statement. But here package P2 statement is the second statement here. Package P2 statement is what? No, second statement. So it is not valid here. Next one. If second one is not valid, what about the third one here? No. Third one is valid or invalid? No. Invalid. Again, it is what? No, invalid. Why? Because package P3 we provided as what there? Last one. That means as the third one. But it should always be what? No, first one. Package declaration statement should be first one here. But second and third statements are like what? No, invalid statements only. Okay, fine. One more content here I'm telling there. Now tell me here, what is our conclusion for this question here? Is it possible to provide more than one package declaration statement in single Java file? Possible or not possible? No, it is not possible. It is not possible. It is not possible to provide more than one. It is not possible to provide more than one package declaration statement in a single Java file. In single Java file. Why? Because package declaration statement must be the first statement. Package declaration statement must be the first statement. Okay, fine. Package declaration statement must be the first statement. Clear or not? Now I will give one more point. One more question here I'm telling to you guys. Observe carefully. Another example here I'm telling there. abc.java. One more example I'm telling to you. Observe carefully. abc.java. Package P1 semicolon, package P2 semicolon, package P3 semicolon, and some other code also here I've written. Now tell me, this statement, package P1 semicolon, package P2 semicolon, package P3, valid or invalid? Valid or invalid? Valid or invalid? Right, exactly. This is invalid. This is invalid. Why? How can you say it's invalid? No. How can we invalid? No. Now package P1 semicolon we provided no. Okay, that is okay. But all of them are written as a first line or not, and a single line or not. All three package declarations I provide in a single line or not. So how can we specify it is an invalid? No, in a single line only. First line only we are getting all of them. In a first line only we are getting all of them. Then how can you say it is an invalid? No. Even though we provided three instructions in a first line, but they are three separate statements. There are three separate statements. Here semicolon we provided. So this is the first statement. After that only second statement is coming. After that only third statement is coming. Here the point is what? Package declaration statement must be the first statement in Java file, not as a second statement and not as third statement. So this also be like what? No, status is like what here? Invalid. Why that invalid here? No. Why? Because package P1 is valid, but semicolon package P2, semicolon package P3 are invalid. Why? Because package declaration statement must be the first statement. Package declaration statement must be the first statement. Observe carefully. So this is one point here I'm telling there. Next up. Listen guys, all of listen carefully. Few minutes. To provide package names, Java has provided a separate convention. What is that convention there? Try to use your company domain name in the package name. Try to use company domain name in reverse in the package name. Observe carefully. Then what's the point I'm telling there? To provide package names, Java has given a convention like try to use our company domain name in reverse inside the package name. I'll give an example. Don't worry for it. It will be very clear for us. To provide package names, Java has given a convention like try to use our company domain name in reverse inside the package name. Now tell me guys, I am working with Durgasoft. I am working with Durgasoft. So Durgasoft domain name is what? What is that website name actually? www.durgasoft.com. Okay. What is the domain name here? Durgasoft.com is a domain name. Reverse it. Reverse it. What is it now? com.durgasoft. Clear. Try to use this com.durgasoft in the package name. That is package com.durgasoft dot ICICI dot, for example, transactions dot deposit semicolon. In the real-time application development, we will provide the package names in this way only. What about this package name? No, package com.durgasoft dot ICICI dot transactions dot deposit. Then here I want to give clarity. com.durgasoft is what? com.durgasoft is what? Is a company domain name in reverse or not? That's okay. What is this ICICI actually? What is this ICICI actually? Client or project name. Of course. Next one is transactions is what? Inside this ICICI application, transactions is a separate module or not? Loan is a separate module, accounts is a separate module, and transactions is a separate module or not? So this is like what? No, module name. Inside this module, deposit is what? Deposit is a submodule name or not? Guys, now we have to answer for it. Now deposit is what? Deposit is a submodule name or not? Deposit is what? Submodule name. So in this way, we are able to provide package names for our programs in Java applications. So what is the convention here we are getting there? Try to use our company domain name in reverse inside the package name. So here, company website is what? www.durgasoft.com. Then where domain name is what? Durgasoft.com. Then what is the reverse of the domain name actually? com.durgasoft. Then example here are given. What is that example here? Clearly package com.durgasoft.icici.transactions.deposit. Here com.durgasoft is what? Company domain name in reverse. ICICI is what? Client or project name. Transactions is what? Module name. Deposit is what? No, sub module name. That's it. So this is total scenario about like what? No, package section. Guys, all of you observe carefully. Understand my points? No. What exactly the content I discussed about this package declaration statement? First of all, I given a definition for package. What is package? Now tell me. Package is a collection of interrelated classes and interfaces as a single unit. Nice. Then package is okay. What are the various advantages of packages? No, modularity, abstraction, security, shareability, reusability. Nice. How many types of packages are available? Two types. What are the two types of packages? No, predefined package and user defined package. What is predefined package? No, these are defined by Java programming language. What is user defined package? No, which are defined by the developers as per their application requirements. How to prepare user defined packages? No, by using the syntax like package name, where package name may be what? Package name may be a single name or the combination of parent package name and child package name with which separator? Dot separator. That's my point or not? Next one. After that, what are the various conditions to use package declaration statement in Java files? No, two conditions are available. What are the two conditions? No, first one is package name should be the first statement in Java file, and second one is what? No, what is the second one here? Package names must be unique, they must not be shareable, and they must not be duplicated. That's okay, fine. Next one is after completion of this. Next one, I given one important interview question. What is that question here? Is it possible to provide more than one package declaration statement in a single Java file? Possible or not possible? Not possible. Why it is not possible? Why it is not possible? Package statement must be first statement. If you provide more than one package declaration statement, out of these multiple statements, only one statement is a first statement. Remaining package statements are not first statements. But the package declaration statements must be what? No, first statement. So it is not possible to provide more than one package declaration statement in a single Java file. Next one. To provide package names, Java has given a convention. What is that convention here? Try to use our domain names, our company domain names in reverse. Example I given. What is that example here now? com.durgasoft.icc.transactions.deposit. Where com.durgasoft is what? Company domain name in reverse. Then where ICICI is what? Client or project name. Where transactions is what? Module name. Module name. Next submodule is deposit is what? Submodule here. That's it now. These are the concepts here we understood about like what now? Package section. That's all guys. Then what about the next one here now? Import section. That import section I will discuss with you on tomorrow. Tomorrow max we will finish this Java programming format guys. If I complete the Java programming format on tomorrow, day after tomorrow onwards I will start how to prepare first program, how to download Java software and how to install it, how to prepare editor, then how to start the programming, how to compile the program and how to execute the program. All the things I will complete there. Okay. Thank you. That's it. And tomorrow we'll meet. Tomorrow at what time we have to come here? 8:30. Tomorrow 8:30 to 10. Then 10 to 11:30. Day after tomorrow 9 o'clock. Please remember this. Right? Thank you. Thanks a lot. We'll meet on tomorrow. But this is not executable statement. Yeah, package comment section we can write, but that is not executable statement. But only the first executable statement should be package statement. Comment is not treated as the main part of the program. Comment is for our description purpose only. It will not take its count in the inner sections. No. Okay. Fine. Okay, guys, and anything else? Guys, those are in online. Yeah, that's okay, guys. Then that's all for today. We'll meet on tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll continue the remaining parts. Thank you.